Mic testing 1 2 3. Test mic test 1 2 3 mic test. Mic test 1 2 3 mic test. Mic test 1 2 3 mic test. Okay, so mic test sounds good. And Harris Marie Jacqueline. Hi Harris, you're back. Thanks for joining. Namaste. This session probably going to be a short one, maybe half an hour, because it apparently the Facebook iPad is closing Facebook app in about half an hour, so we're going to be here for half an hour today. And actually this is the second session. The first session was there at the Namaste group, so now the second session is live at the Light Workers of the World group. Any questions, comment, concern stemming from life, ask him their questions. And Moksha Mukti is not a fortune teller. Moksha Mukti is not a psychic. So if you want to ask him questions, write a little bit of story about yourself so you can know who you are, because he's not a psychic. Be able to read your mind, read your vibes or whatever. And when this session ends, you won't be able to write any comments, so that would be end of this session. And please write comments directly stemming from your experience. If you ask a question about other things, Moksha Mukti is not interested, and that would be a waste of time, right? Asta Agrawal. Hello Asta, thanks for joining. Namaste. Asta writes, will he come to me for reconciliation? Again, Asta, that doesn't tell me a lot of story. Moksha Mukti is not a psychic. If he means to come, he'll come. That's all Moksha can say. And he points you to not to give too much attention to that. Give attention to the source that is already available to you now in the present moment. You want to come home. You want to recognize who you are. You want to know who you are. But the thought or the mind will never know who you are. It will only assume who you are. And thought or the mind is assuming, hey, I gotta reconcile this, I gotta do this, do that. That is all the thought is saying, or the mind is saying. You see. And it is pulling your attention, sucking up your energy. It is pulling your attention, it is sucking up your energy, making you tired, exhausted. And you just putting into state, when is gonna happen? When is gonna come home? When is gonna happen this to me? When I'm gonna get the job? When I'm gonna get married? When I'm gonna find love? When I'm gonna be rich? When I'm gonna be enlightened? See, the thought is saying all that and causing you the problem, cause you anxious, because now you are trying to live the future now. You see, you only live now, what is available to you in the present moment. And when you try to live the future, what happens? It causes problem, because now you are thinking too much of the future. You see, it is sucking up your attention. Moksha Mukti is pointing you to be here and now, enjoy this moment. Greetings, peace and light. Lizette Vargas writes, greetings. Greetings, Lizette. Thanks for joining. Namaste. Asta writes, will I marry again and will get true love ever? Yes, of course. All the experiences in life are pointing you to come home to the source that is available to you now. It is pointing you to be with that source in this present moment. Experience that. It is loving. It allows you to love again. You become love. Because that is the expression of the existence. Expressing. And all the experiences is pointing you to come home to that. Lizette Rice, where do you see me professionally, please? Thank you. Well, Lizette, Moksha Mukti is not a psychic, neither astrologer, nor a professional career advisor. So he does not know what you see. However, what he sees is that there is too much attention given to the thought, and thought is sucking you up. Thought is making you anxious. Thought is making you want to anticipate and live in the future. Be here and now. When your time comes, you will be there. Whatever you meant to be. Whatever you desire to be. Lizard Drive. Namaste. Namaste, Lizard. Terry, you're back again. Terry and David Willett, you were here yesterday. Thanks for joining. Terry writes, Namaste. Namaste, Terry. Terry writes, living my now equals source. Blessings. Blessings to you, Terry. Thanks for joining. Asta Agrawal's when my divorce finish? I think you asked that question before, Asta. Your divorce finish when it means to finish. You should seek legal advice, lawyers. They will know better than Moksha Mukti. It finishes when you meant to finish. Give your attention to the source. Be here in the present moment. Do not worry about what will happen in the future. Don't give up. Be responsible. Seek out help. It will happen. Tracy Elizabeth Bruce. Hello, Tracy. Thanks for joining. Namaste. Tracy writes, hello. Gloria Baker. Hello, Gloria. Namaste. Be still and listen. Mehtab Mesh Me. Hello, Mehtab Mesh. He writes, Namaste. Namaste. What do you see for me? Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. Mehtab Moksha Mukti is, again, already pointed out, he's not a psychic, he's not an astrologer, he's not a fortune teller. What he sees is there is too much anticipation in your mind. Be here now in the present moment. And he's repeating this many times because he's speaking to many individuals. And he's pointing to that. The source that is already available to you. The source knows everything there is to know. The source is infinite. The source is formless. The source is timeless. The source is limitless. The source is available to you now in this present moment. And that is available to you now in here, in there. Asta says, thank you so much. Thank you so for guiding me. You're welcome, Asta. I'm not guiding, well, maybe guiding, but what Moksha Mukti is doing is simply pointing you to the source. That is available to you now. The source is loving. The source is expression of the existence. And you've been longing to come home to experience that here and now. The source is observing your thoughts. Source is observing anything and everything here and now in the present moment. Tracy Elizabeth Bruce writes, will I be free? Of course you'll be free. Give your attention to that source that is available right now. The one that you're trying to be free from your thought, but you cannot be free from the thought. But you won't be agitated or bothered. It's okay to have thoughts. You are trying to be free from the thoughts, because all thoughts is saying all that, and you're attached to that. You're trying to be from the thought. You cannot be free from the thought, but you cannot be agitated by thought. In a way, you are free from the thought, but the thought appears and disappears. What you are free is your attachment. You're freeing the attachment to the thought. You see. Tracy writes, how are you? Thank you. Moksha Mukti is fine. How are you? You're welcome, Tracy. Asta writes, what do you see for me by your own? Asta, Moksha Mukti again is not a psychic, but when you know yourself, you know everyone. You see, in the reality, when you know yourself, Moksha Mukti knows himself, so he knows you. He knows you more than yourself in the reality. Not all the details, he doesn't know all the details, but fundamentally, essentially, he knows you more than yourself because he knows himself. So he's pointing you to that source. You are too much anticipating about the future, what will happen to the future. Stay in the present moment. That itself will guide you in its own time, because whatever is happening exactly it meant to happen. And when the thought is not bothering you, thought is not sucking up your energy, then you have some energy left for you to create miracle in your life, create infinity possibility in your life. Linda Johnson. Hello, Linda. Thanks for joining. Linda says, I am lost. Are you lost, Linda? Where are you lost? Where is your home? Tracy writes, I understand. Thank you. Well, someone understands. It's not so much understanding, though. It is experiencing. You take that understanding, take that pointer and experience. Not so much into intellectual thought level, but to the source level. Liz Griffin. Hello, Liz. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Liz writes, any guidance for me? Liz, why do you think you need guidance? Linda Johnson. Thank you. You're welcome, Linda. You don't need any guidance. You don't need me to tell you anything. And Moksha Mukti is not telling you anything. He is not teaching you anything. He is not lecturing you. He is not giving you speech. He is simply pointing you to something profound, extraordinary, infinite, limitless, all-pervading that is available to you now. It simply requires your attention. That's all. Cassandra Love says, thank you, heart. You're welcome, Cassandra. Thanks for joining. Namaste. Bart Hawkins. Hey, Bart, are you back? You've been here before, haven't you? Namaste. Thanks for joining. Bart writes, if you are part of the solution, you are in fact the unconscious source of the problem. Explain your own conscious and unconscious manifesting and happening simultaneously. I do not know what you're talking about, Bart. What is happening here is simply happening. Simply happening. And Moksha Mukti sees what is happening here, and he's describing his functionality, and he's pointing to you that this functionality and that functionality in the reality is exactly the same. You see, why do you need to complicate yourself? I feel so much sadness, Linda writes. Why do you feel sadness, Linda? And where is that sadness stemming from? Look for the source. Where is that stemming from? Within you. There is a reason that is making you sadness from the thought level, but the source level, where is the sadness stemming from? Rita Hopkins. Does one have to be physically fit and healthy in order to channel or astral project. Moksha Mukti is not channeling everything. Moksha Mukti is not projecting anything. Moksha Mukti is simply experiencing the source that is available to him in this present moment, and through the source he is expressing all these expressions, you see, in the present moment, here and now. You see, there is no need to project yourself. There is no need to channel. Simply be here and now and experience that. Why do you need to channel? What's there to channel? Because you are already connected to that. You see, it simply requires your attention. No channeling, no projection. Simply attention. Liz Griffin says, thank you. Smile. You're welcome, Liz. Thanks for joining. Cassandra Love says, namaste. Namaste. Sally Gordon Brown says, hello and smile. Hello, Sally. Linda Jansen says, family. Well, that's a part of it. See, family, loved ones, anything and everything can make you sad, can make you happy, because one thought can make you sad and the other thought can make you unhappy. Happy. One thought can make you unhappy, other thought can make you happy. That is all stemming from the thought. What Moksha Mukti is pointing you, not to give you attention to the thought, Linda, because all the thought is saying, family, this and that and the other, is the creation of the thought. He's pointing you to give attention to the source, even for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You have time for 30 seconds, 1 minute, however long you can, give attention to that. What is Moksha Mukti is pointing out? Because everything is stemming from your thought. Family, loved ones, job, fortune, finance. All of this that you have problem is stemming from the thought. Thought is sucking it, and thought is making you do things in its own way. And 90% of the thought is false. And you believe in your thoughts, and you're doing something false because you believe in your thoughts. Simply stay here, stay to the source that is available to you, and everything will come into the place. Because what is happening dynamically. Bart writes, if you are part of the solution, you are in fact the unconscious. You're repeating, man. What are you talking about? What problem are you talking about? What are you talking about intent? You are consumed by your thought, imagining all this imagination. Tracy writes, I am blessed by your words. My experience will help lead me to greater source. You've helped me by pointing me where I should have been before. Smile. Well, you're welcome, Tracy. Remember, it simply requires your attention to that is happening. That is the source that is available to you. There is no greater source. There is only one source that is available to you now. And the source that you're using is a thought. Thought is perhaps smaller source, maybe, in that sense, and the source is greater source in that sense, but that is available to you now. You see, there is no leading it. There is no such thing as a leading it. Well, it may lead to you eventually, but that's a slow process by giving attention to the thought, because now thought is going to give you sadness, thought is going to give you anxiety, thought is going to give you pain, thought is going to give you jealousy, thought is going to give you anger, thought is going to give you all this so-called negativity, and through that it is pointing you to come home subtly. Whether you see it or you don't see it, that is what is happening in your experiencing. Tracy writes, namaste. Namaste. Rita Hopkins says, I understand. Well, good. What do you understand, Rita? Sherry Gordon writes, smile. Bart Huggins, whenever contrast is recognized or experienced, separation software is present, primary and operative. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're babbling like, What are you talking about, Bart? Are you asking questions or just commenting? But all of the commenting is stemming from your thought and imagination. Cassandra writes, I can relate to every single thing you're saying. Wow. Linda Johnson says, thank you. You're welcome, Linda. Sherry Gordon, definitely not alone.